The devotional moment with Pastor Victor Manuel Betrago.
A high percentage of Christians do not agree with the following postulates. Very preserved. First, our problems are given by the Lord. Second, our circumstances come from the hand of the Lord. Third, our difficulties are the Lord's handiwork. Look, if the Old Testament prophets preached that both good and bad come from God, what is the argument for not accepting this? Is there any biblical or theological support to reject these postulates? It is true that there is a diversity of opinions and beliefs within Christianity on the subject of divine providence, that is, the belief that God has a plan and controls the circumstances of each person's life. Some believe that God is responsible for everything that happens in a person's life, while others believe that God allows things to happen but does not directly cause them. Both positions have strong biblical and theological foundations, and there is no single correct answer to this question. Regarding the postulates that I already mentioned, it is important to keep in mind that the Bible teaches that God is sovereign and has the power to control all things. If you read Ephesians 1:11 or Job 42:2 or perhaps Isaiah 45:7, however, there are also passages that indicate that suffering and hardship can be caused by factors such as human sin, such as this fallen world we live in or natural circumstances, Romans 8:20-21, John 9:1-3 for example. Therefore, it is possible that some difficulties are not directly caused by God, but are the result of the action or omission of people in the world. I have wondered if there is any biblical support to reject the postulates that I mentioned at the beginning, and I think it is important to highlight that there are biblical passages that show that God can also work for good in the midst of suffering and difficulties. Sometimes we forget Romans 8:28 or what James 1:2-4 says. Some Christians, therefore, may interpret that while God does not always directly cause difficulties, He may allow them to teach us, to strengthen us, and to help us grow spiritually. Or not. God is sovereign, remember that. We cannot lose sight of the fact that although there is a diversity of opinions regarding divine providence and the difficulties of life, both positions have solid biblical and theological basis. Therefore, it is important to respect and consider the different interpretations and beliefs about this issue, this topic. As Christians, we can seek to understand God's will in our lives and trust in His purpose, in His plan, even in the midst of suffering and difficulties. God is sovereign, and no matter what happens in our lives, He has a plan for us. God bless you. Thanks for seeing us. Leave us your mark by subscribing and commenting. Don't forget bell and share. God bless you.